Everybody, welcome back to the Dota 2 Canada Weekly Cup, sponsored by Xfire. Today, right now, we've got Together We Did It going up against Giga. It looks like they didn't get a chance to tag themselves up, or they forgot about it or something along those lines, but either way, those are the teams we got going right now. I am, of course, Wolf Dota. Joining me is Ekberg. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Excellent, excellent. So we've got Viper and Lycan banned out for Giga, and then followed up by the Ancient Apparition. Tidehunter and Razor banned out by Together We Did It. And the picks were Ogre Magi and Dazzle, as well as Elder Titan and Phantom Assassin. How do you feel?
I'm really excited to see some Elder Titan play. I haven't seen a lot of Elder Titan recently, and the space that he creates is absolutely amazing. Throw him down with Phantom Assassin, and we'll probably see a solid game down here.
Hmm. And one nice pick about grabbing the Elder Titan in conjunction with the PA is that you do not have to worry about the Elder Titan going against the PA. Because I mean, any agility core is hurt quite a bit by natural order, so nice to have that on your side. And it makes it a lot harder to draft when you have to worry about that natural order as well.
Absolutely.
A good pickup for them, and we'll have to wait and see what they want to go for next. Looks like Doom was the ban for Together We Did It. I really like the Dazzle pickup though, especially against a Phantom Assassin though. Um, just guaranteeing that you'll have somebody that can live. Because I mean, with up against a PA, graving somebody at like 2/3 health, not a bad call. You know, like, especially the later the game goes. We'll see if Together We Did It want to go for something like an axe, maybe to cancel that out. I think that they could eat. It's pretty early in the draft, so they could easily fit that into the lineup. Jakiro and Silencer are the ones banned out, but they can run it in the offlane or kind of in a jungle semi-support role or something along those lines. But we'll have to wait and see. You want to go ahead and talk for a moment? I'm gonna make sure that Michael is watching our game.
Absolutely. So we do see a big pickup coming from Together We Did It in IO. And I'm excited to see what this IO is going to be able to do. It'll definitely be interesting to see what IO pairs up with, whether we're going to see a tiny pair, Bristleback potentially, or if it's just going to be this weird roaming IO that we don't really see played a lot. But I'm really excited to see what they're going to be able to do. The mobility that IO buys for the team is absolutely insane as far as that ultimate goes. Plus, the movement speed coming from that tether. And on the side of the Dire, we are going to see a Weaver pickup. And Weaver probably going to be offlaning, is able to put out a solid amount of damage, but the biggest part of Weaver is his survivability there, especially between the almost standard, the almost guaranteed Lincoln's pickup and the time lapse. If he starts gets jumped on, gets hacked down, he can just time lapse out of almost anything and get out of a sticky situation alive.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry about that. I am now back. I like the Weaver pickup. If he doesn't get blown up instantly, can time lapse the Phantom Assassin's burst damage. So very handy in that sense, as well as having the extra survivability from the Shallow Grave. That's pretty solid. A lot of physical damage as well, stacking it up with the Dazzle quite nicely. One other thing with the Dazzle that I didn't mention, or I don't think you did either, was neither of us mentioned, is the weave. Defensive weave will be incredibly helpful up against an Elder Titan. Giving everybody that, I mean, for probably 10 seconds, everybody's going to have 10 to 15 armor, like easy. And though then, like near the end of it, they're going to have 20 or 30, but for or like 20 or 25. But for most of the effective time weave is up, everyone's going to have a bonus. Probably, I'd say 7 to 15 armor for the majority of the time it's up.
Yeah, and that's big against that physical damage that Elder Titan and even Phantom Assassins start to put out.
Yeah, and then just helping out with the natural order should be all right. But the Wisp pick is so interesting, and I honestly like it. I haven't seen it played a whole lot. I'm interested to see what Together We Did It are going to pair it with. It could just be paired with the Phantom Assassin, but we'll kind of have to wait and see. They're certainly deliberating hard about what to pick up against this Weaver. I imagine it's a support ET, so they could use an offlaner and a mid, or another support and an offlaner, I would imagine. Unless they're doing something funky like IO PA mid, which honestly is so hard to deal with. I think that would be fine as well. But they have so much flexibility in their lanes right now that they can kind of do whatever they want. I mean, they could even go aggressive with an IO PA and then somebody with a good stun. I'm sure it's going to be their next pickup. So the long range initiation is real. Quap picked up.
Radiant's banned.
I feel like Quap versus Storm is very much whoever gets the Orchid first. Like,
Yeah.
I think they're both pretty even. Laning phase, I would say even as well. Like their harass is very similar. Shadow Strike up against the Overload and maybe the odd Remnant, and then the Scream of Pain and the Remnant for wave clearing. Like they're very similar.
5 seconds.
Pop early though has that extra mobility, but later Storm Spirit has better control. It's a very even matchup, I would say. So
Hmm. It just
see what they
depends on
want to do.
what everyone else in the game is able to do around them. As
Yeah,
far as those pickoffs go.
like left alone, they should come out fairly even, assuming skill is even. I mean, we watched together. We did it last time. It was Taku on the mid, and he went ham. But maybe Giga, they made it to this far, so I'm sure they've got somebody as well that can go just as ham. We'll have to wait and see. Earthshaker and Centaur, the beasts are banned out. Axe is going to be the final pick. I am
As
not surprised.
as you mentioned, up against that Dazzle, the Shallow Grave, X has
Quite the
the ability
advantage.
to just ignore that almost.
Yeah, he's also really solid control. 3.2 seconds at max through BKB control against the Queen of Pain as well as the Weaver. And the really nice thing is if he gets it, Weaver will come out of stealth from it as well. So really solid control there.
10 seconds to go.
I'm assuming that'll be an off lane. I would like to actually see like a dual lanes, like say go Wisp or Axe IO and then ET PA and then Storm in the mid lane. I think that would be really solid. Use the Elder Titan Spirit to zone out. I mean, they don't have an offlaner yet. Centaur's banned out. Tide Hunter is also banned out. Axe has been picked up. I mentioned Bristleback again. Timbersaw's in the zone in the area. They could run the Quap in the offlane, but I don't know. I'm assuming it's a safe lane Weaver as well.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. Because Weaver he needs his Lincolns to really do too much, especially as the game goes into late.
And if it's an offlane Weaver, he's gonna get nothing. Like he's not gonna be able to do anything coming into the mid game. It's gonna take him so long to catch up. So we'll have to wait and see. And looks like Giga, they're using up their last of their reserve time here. They're really thinking about this one, and honestly, I can't blame them. Very interesting draft that they've got going on so far. It doesn't. I feel like theirs doesn't quite synergize as well. I mean, they have a lot of nice counters and stuff like that. They're gonna go with a Venomancer, and I wouldn't be too shocked if that was an offlane Quap and now a mid Veno.
Hmm.
I think that'd be
It's
okay.
definitely
Oh.
interesting lineup from both sides. I'm excited to see how this game's gonna play out.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun to watch, and whatnot. We'll be getting into the game in a moment here. Just waiting for the person on Weaver to pick it up. And there we go. Now into the game. Together we did it. We've got Jipples playing the Storm Spirit. Virus is going to be on the Wisp. SAD, Sad. I'm not sure if that's Sad, actually pronounced Sad, or just SAD. But let's see. He's going to be on the PA. Taku is going to be on that Axe, and Hexing is going to be on the Elder Titan.
Meanwhile, on the Dire side, we are gonna see Ogre Magi being played by Hey, something like that. Where we'll see Ella Stupido on this Dazzle. Looking more towards the mid lane, we are going to see Queen of Pain being played by Nando. And
Bless you.
excuse me there. Finally, rounding out this team is going to be Venomancer being played by Gyan or something like that.
And then not to forget him, but Crack Attack is going to be on the Weaver.
Oh, that's really awkward.
That's all good.
My bad.
Don't even worry about it. They're gonna get a ward placed down here, instantly pinged out by the PA, I believe. They saw that one. Storm Spirit's pinging out where they're rotating to, so everybody's looks like they're just playing it safe. So far, PA, Wisp are looks like they're gonna pair together in the mid lane, and then they're gonna offlane the Axe or Elder Titan. I'm not too sure. There's a lot of wards used up in this jungle here. Is there another one placed down here? Can't see it. Ogre's standing on it or not. I thought on the minimap it showed another one.
Here we go.
But very interesting nonetheless. Ooh. Both teams getting a bounty rune, so starting off even in that regard as well. I think they're gonna run offlane Storm Spirit, solo safe lane Axe with the Elder Titan running around. Very interesting lanes. And like I said, they're very flexible. And it's very hard to go on an Axe, because if you get stuck under a tower and called, if he helixes once or twice and the tower shoots you once, it's going to be a sad day.
Mm-hmm. Axe is just so good at harassing in the early game, and he scales well late game too. He doesn't become just a non-factor. So he's very you can sense his map presence at almost all times in this battlefield.
Yeah, and look at that. He's already helixed once. He's done almost as much harass damage to this ogre as ogre's done to him. He gets another one, and suddenly what turned out to be an alright start for the ogre. He's going to be a little bit sad about that. All the Titans now rotated through. So looks like the offlane Storm Spirit up against the Venom I think should be fine. Storm Spirit will be able to harass him out of lane quite easily once he gets a point up and overload, as well as with the static remnants. Venomancer though, he's only got his poison touch. I imagine he's going to go for the Plague Wards. There he gets it at level 2. Should be all right. I think Quap is the real sad panda of this laning phase though. Sitting there in the mid lane up against the IOPA. The IO does have to be a little bit careful, hang a ways back, as once Quap's level, she will level up a little bit quicker. So once she gets that level 2 or 3 scream, like level 3 or 4 scream, to blink scream on Quap.
The harass going out on this Quap, coming from IO and his number 2.
But the spirits, yeah, spirits are real good. Quality spell, confirmed good. But oh well. Bottom lane, Axe is doing all right. He's got 2 last hits, and other Titan. I mean, both Axe and ET, sure they do well with farm, but I mean, Axe needs a blink dagger. Oh, actually gonna have a Storm Spirit disconnect, and quick pause coming up from the Wisp. Virus throwing it out there for him. Have to kind of take a look at things. PA is leading last hit charge. I'm not surprised at all. Dual lane up against the solo lane, and as well as Phantom Assassin with the dagger. 10 CS. Weaver's actually doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Up against 2 melees. I mean, the harass is okay. I think once Axe gets a point in Battle Hunger, it might, if he decides to go for it. I know lots of Axes don't anymore, but I still think it's worth it to get one. That's a 160 damage if it goes for the full duration. Like, I don't know. Also, the movement speed's quite nice.
We do see Jipples coming back in, reconnect.
Is he good now? Oh, never mind. Hang on. He's having some technical difficulties.
Rip in peace, hamster. Thump.
Jeez.
Here come the copy pastas.
Yeah, it's all good. But it should be ready to go here. I'm kind of surprised that EA is using the Arcana. I know one reason why people don't is there's actually a bug with it. And I'm not sure if it's fixed yet. I haven't read up or not. But if you're in the Roshan pit and PA gets a crit, you know how it makes the phantom or the clone of whatever's crit. Roshan's is big enough that it will actually come out of the Roshan pit and you can see it. It's not like hidden by fog at all. So if somebody's in range and giving vision of that area, it'll show up through fog kind of thing. So it's a little risky. I know it probably doesn't matter this much, but I know that's why none of the top teams use it at all.
I remember a while ago when she would get those crits, the slashes would go up on the Roche. And for a while it used to be seeable when like no one was around, even
just like looking at the map, being able to see flashes come out of nowhere.
I know they fixed that one, but I don't know about the bug you were talking about.
Where it like will move out of the fog, so if someone's in range, they can see it through. Not too sure, but just a little thing. We'll have to wait and see. And I really want them to remodel Wisp or IO or whatever this little thing's called, because I mean, it's not there.
They should really add skins for him, and then this is interesting. He's just gone.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. It's like if you hover over him with your cursor, you can see a little green outline, but it's just so hard to see him sometimes.
Yeah.
I think they need to I'd like them to look at that at all. I don't know. Top lane Venomancer. Go ahead.
They should release skin packs where like you can dress him up as like a disco ball or Saturn or something like that. I think that'd be hilarious.
There's a handful of them I've seen. I saw one in the workshop. It was I think it was called Battle Wisp, and they almost looked like if you think of a like metal plates floating around instead of those tiny little particle effect balls he's got.
That's pretty neat.
So like think of him almost encased in metal, with like gaps and light shining through. And it wasn't super obnoxious, and it wasn't like plate mail. Oh, aggressive blink from the Phantom Assassin, gonna force Quap back. It wasn't like super overt or anything like that, but they were just looked like the wisp balls. It was kind of a neat thing. It didn't do much more than those little tiny particle effects he's got now, but it's just something. Anyways, back to the game though. Axe is unfortunately only got 3 last hits here, but as we mentioned before, he just more needs levels than anything else. Looks like they want to go on him though. Ogre Magi has looped through. Weaver's gonna throw out the swarm. That's gonna land on them. Other Titan gets off a really nice stomp though. Holy crap, he got that on all 3, and they're gonna be just fine after that.
That's a really big play coming from that Elder Titan.
Yeah, that was a very nice job from Hexing, able to get that stomp off on all of them. Saves his buddy there. I'm not sure if they would have been able to take him down. Axe is pretty tough to deal with. He's got a lot of base regen, as well as he had his call. He could have thrown out if he needed to. But Storm Spirit now level 4. He's gone 2 points up in Overload. I think this is where Venomancer starts to struggle, especially because Storm Spirit is just taking the time to kill all his Plague Wards. It's just feeding the Storm Spirit a little bit of extra golden experience. So we'll have to see if that plays a part or not, but it's certainly not helping out the Venomancer any. And he can just clean up the creep wave so easily with a Remnant. But, oh well. Mid lane, Phantom Assassin still doing fairly well, sitting at 15-2. Weaver's actually come out ahead a little bit, leading the charts now. And this is... It's tough. Like Weaver's really good against PA because he can, especially if he gets a Linken's, he can block, either the dagger or the blink. But the problem is dagger and blink are on such short cooldowns. The thing too is they also have battle hunger eventually to cancel it, and there's no. I mean, static electric vortex is probably the best thing that it will stop. But it's just there's a lot of little things that can go through it, and everything else is large AOE. I don't know. Wisp actually has a DD rune bottled mid. You have to be careful. Looks like on the bottom lane, they dive aggressively. They're able to pick up the Elder Titan. Gonna go back on the Axe. Tries to turn around, doesn't get the helix as he needs. But first blood, I believe that went to Ogre? Yes, it did.
If we take a look mid, we do see this PA IO combo is really, really beating this Queen of Pain. PA currently sitting at 20 last hits. Queen of Pain down to 14. Between the slow coming from Stifling Dagger, plus just the harass that Io can, bring to the lane. They're really dominating her there.
And Io's looks like he's gonna start stacking some camps here, which is a good thing. Wisp actually one of the best people to clear stacks, as he can just continually spam his spirits through them. Just slowly whittle them down. He's also very good at stacking because he can usually extend his the spirits, grab multiple camps at once. But looks like they're gonna go into this Dazzle. Phantom Assassin's dropping fairly low. There's a Grave on Dazzle though. They're not gonna go. Pop does not have enough for a Scream. Looks like they're gonna kind of split up here. Uh-oh, now Io's in a bit of a bad place. Gonna be able to tether out, but I'm not sure how well they're gonna make it out of here. Pop's gonna blink forward, gets a kill. Phantom Assassin's now stuck all out on her own. This is going to be a dead PA. She's going to eat through. Are the wolves going to crit? Oh, they don't. She unfortunately can't make it through before the wolves block her pass, so she can only get to the one. Oh, Giga. Very nice plays coming up from them. They're able to rotate and get 2 kills on the mid lane. And the score's now 0-3 in favor of them.
I definitely think that that IO PA combo, they overextended themselves, pulling all the way up into here. Well, Dazzle came from above, Ogre Magi came in here, and then plus Queen of Pain with her massive damage output right now, came in, and it took a while, but they were able to get that double kill.
And on the bottom lane, we see them. They want to go aggressive on this Weaver, but I don't think they have the damage unless they get a couple quick helixes. Weaver's sitting with a lot of health and has that Ring of Health available to him, so they kind of have to burst him down, which they don't have any points in natural order. They're actually going to find Ogre Magi, and I think he's now in a bit of a bad place. I'm just kind of surprised that the Elder Titan hasn't put any points into natural order. Putting 1 point in it is such a good point. He's going to get off a good stomp here. He does on 3, then drops to the burn damage coming up from the Ogre, and it's now 0-4 in favor. Giga. We'll have to wait and see.
Giga's been rotating really well and responding to ganks and team fights like that. Together we did it, thought they could catch out, who was it, that Ogre there, but, Queen of Pain came in, Dazzle came in, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And one thing that we didn't talk about with the co-op pick is up against a Phantom Assassin who is incredibly reliant on a BKB. as she is very susceptible to magic damage. Quap's Scream will go right through that. That's not too worried about it. And that's a
Mhm.
large portion of the Phantom Assassin's health. So I have to that's a little bit later, obviously she doesn't have one now. But PA down does have her coup de grace and can look to make something happen. Storm Spirit up in the mid lane. This Storm Veno has been the quietest lane here. Looks like they've just been farming. Storm Spirit is leading last hits by a fair amount. I imagine some of those are the wards though. So
Mhm.
his CS might be a little bit inflated, but he's still farming well. But they're
Absolutely. He's already sitting on that soul ring, and he's already got his
oh,
brown boots.
in
So.
the bottom lane. Axe is gonna get dove by the Weaver and the Ogre. He's gonna throw out a call. We've got a rotation coming in from the Storm Spirit. Look to see where they want to go. They throw out a Battle Hunger onto the Ogre Magi. They're gonna be able to pull him back. Storm Spirit should be able to clean up this kill. Oh, not quite. Stick charges come up from the Ogre Magi. One more click. And it's not gonna be there. It is, but now Storm Spirit's gonna have to zip himself out of this. He's got the Ignite on him. He's gonna drop. So he rotates in, gets a kill, but unfortunately pays for it. Weaver just too much sustain. Able to stay in lane, and that stick charge from the Ogre keeping him alive.
Top lane.
Top lane, Elder Titan ooh, gets a nice stomp off. And he's going to throw out a call coming up from the Axe. Taku looking to go. Needs more Helixes, though. Unfortunately, he's not getting him. There's one more. Needs another one. And I don't think he wants to dive this. No, he's starting to get too far in. The slows are starting to stack up. He's going to back off. Elder Titan did drop to the slows. And Phantom Assassin goes down in the mid lane to the Ogre. Lots of action breaking out all over the place. As these teams starting to get pretty aggressive with each other.
You know, Giga's currently leading this 8-1,
Mm-hmm.
and you know they've been able to secure a lot of good picks. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen once we start seeing larger team fights.
Yeah, maybe a little more 5-on-5s or whatnot. I think the more organized the team fight, the better Giga is gonna do. The scrappier, I think, the better the Together We Did It's gonna be. Like Axe and Storm Spirit are excellent in these like really strange like chasing people engagements or
Hmm.
you know people slow like 2-on-2 into a 3-on-3 into a 4-on-4 kind of thing, like the slow kind of the
Like
really
not the
chaotic fights.
yeah.
But speaking of Axe, Quap is actually rotating around onto him. He might be in a little bit of trouble here. Blink forward, the Scream misses, but the Sonic Wave is there. Axe goes down before he can get the call off, so not gonna be able to get anybody there. Storm Spirit has rotated in. Pops sorry. Oh, looks like he's just gonna go on the Quap. Dazzle's there though. He won't be able to get the kill. Shadowgrave was there if you needed it. The word I was looking for was Soul Ring. Couldn't find it at the moment though. Uh,
You know, and
but,
that was a good response from Storm Spirit. He just didn't have the mana, you know, to finish up his target.
mhm. Oh man, and in the bottom lane, it looks like Ogre and Weaver are gonna go dive them again. Axe is starting to get some helixes though. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's gonna be enough. He's gonna go down. Dazzle's there. Can't get the chop off. Wouldn't have been enough anyway. And this game is slowly falling apart for Together We Did It.
Towers having technical difficulties.
Meanwhile, Giga looks like they're trying to converge on this mid lane. Maybe snag off a pick on this Phantom Assassin and the IO.
Hmm. And it's starting to get a little bit scary here for Together We Did It. Oh, Ogre and Dazzle, they're gonna be there. We're gonna see a stun come out on Virus. He's gonna go down. Quap picks up that kill. One more Scream of Pain coming up for him. Elder Titan is there with the Spirit. Does have a Stomp if he needs it. Blink crit comes out from the Phantom Assassin. Ogre, everything's on cooldown. He's going to throw out his Stomp. It's not going to land. Ogre just able to dodge that one. Storm Spirit zips forward, able to get a lasso. Or not a lasso, but a Vortex. And they do get the one return kill, so finally a kill going their way without having to pay for it. I say that now, and Quap blinks forward and gets a quick pick on the PA. Drops to one right click and a Scream of Pain. Quap is out of there. But it's not looking great for him. Over 5,000 experience lead, as well as approaching probably 9K, maybe 10K gold lead in favor of the Giga. Bottom lane, the tower does drop. Axe trying to get a call off, unfortunately. Weaver just a little bit too fast. He cancels it though. And Quap and Ogre are gonna look to rotate through. Quap's looking for a rune though. Hoping for a green rune. Come on, green rune. See what she manages to grab, but Weaver's starting to get pretty scary though. He's been farming well. He doesn't hit that hard. He doesn't have a damage item, but he does have a lot of levels. Interestingly enough, he went for the max Swarm over Geminate Attack. And I mean, Swarm now is crazy strong. Like, it lasts so long. For 20 seconds now. and does quite a bit of damage, and it forces people to stop moving and clear the things off. Otherwise, they're just going to slowly lose all their armor. Ogre Magi is going to find Axe, but who really found who here? As the Phantom Assassin starts trying to clean up, Axe misses the call, unable to get it. He goes down to the Weaver. Wisp is there now. Weaver now pops his stick charges, has enough for a time lapse if he wants it. He's going to get hit by the... Oh, Earthsplitter's going to land, and they're able to get the kill. Nicely played. Jipple's rotating in with that one. They're going to look to find the Quap. Unfortunately, Quap has enough for a blink. Now the Venomancer waddles through. As a... picked up a Midas at some point. A little bit unsurprising, but looks like they might go in the Queen of Pain. Gale's going to land. It is level 2, so it does do some damage. The Poison Sting as well going to follow. Going to hurt, unfortunately. But... So they get a kill on the Weaver. The score is now 5-15, which is a lot better than 2-13.
Yeah.
We'll have to kind of see how this goes. They... I feel like Together We Did It, they need a handful of items in order to start coming online. Like, they have Wisp level 6, so they can go for the relocates if they want to now. But they really need this Blink Dagger on Axe. If they could get Axe to get a Blink Call on 2 heroes, and then follow up with like a Astral Spirit, I'm very confused as to why Elder Titan maxed Echo Stomp. Not too sure about that. Oh, and Axe is starting to get chopped down by the Weaver here. Doesn't have another point in Gemini attack, but it doesn't matter. He's going to go down. Stomp's going to connect on all 3. Elder Titan's just going to back off. And I mean, they are stunned for quite a long time, but you only need I believe 3 points to set up an Earth Splitter. 4 points to set up an Earth Splitter. The last for 4 seconds. The setup time for just 3.414 seconds. But kind of have to wait and see how that goes. I don't know.
You know, the Dire side really looking to take their farm towards the enemy jungle. You know, just deny them of that space that they need, and you know, start taking away that farm. And if they're able to successfully do that, they're absolutely going to continue running away with this game.
Yeah, and Weaver is going for the Lincoln Sphere, which is I'm not surprised about. I think it's a fine choice. It doesn't block a whole lot, but the thing is, it gives the Weaver a lot more stats, increases his health by a fair bit, his survivability. It's going to be harder for Storm Spirit to go on him, which he is really all their hard control. They don't have anything else really other than Berserker's Call to lock him down with. Oh, in the mid lane. Dagger comes out. I hear a Wisp relocate. Looks like it's just on the PA. Not sure where that was from, though.
He came in to snag PA out if they need to.
Gotcha. And
He
I
came
think they're
from
going to
their
be
base.
alright. Yeah, Quap might go aggressively, but maybe not. Bottom tower goes down as the tower goes down top as well. Axe and Stormspirit are there, though. They might be able to get a kill on the Weaver. No, time-lapse is there.
Ooh.
They don't have any detection for him, so unable to continue the pursuit. But he's pretty much out of mana. Let's see if Axe wants to cancel this. He doesn't have call. They're going to back off. That's a good call from them. I'm going to back off here. PA's still going for the Battle Fury. A little risky, but I don't know. It's one of those things where they need to farm to catch up, and Battle Fury is a really good farming item. So they're just hoping to take the game late at this point.
Mm-hmm. You know, unfortunately for Together We Did It, they don't really have very many towers down either. You know, all their T1s have fallen. Their bottom tier 2 has fallen. And Giga is looking to threaten this mid tier 2. Meanwhile, they only took the T1 top tower. And they need to be doing better than that to stay in this game.
Mid lane, big fight's going to break out. Echo Stamp lands on 2. Earthsplitter's going to go through, and it's going to connect on 2 as well. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of follow-up. Axe and Storm Spirit already very low. Storm Spirit having to zip out, and the Elder Titan just melts to the Queen of Pain and the Weaver. So he's going to have to back off. And I say that Weaver's not doing a whole lot of damage, but relative to everybody else, he hits very hard. So they lose their Elder Titan, and I think they're going to have to sack this tower. PA and Wisp are pushing bottom, though. So hopefully PA will be able to push into this top tower. And I think at this point, they have to start taking trades, even if they're out of deficit. At some point, you just need to get something. Getting something, even if it's not even, is better than just losing.
Mm-hmm.
But with 1 TP, Io's got to be careful. If this swarm hits, he's going to be in a sad place. Yeah, he's going to drop very quick. He needs one more attack, and he's going to go down. Weaver able to pick up that kill. And that poor squishy Io is going to drop. Wop almost finds PA, but not quite. Top lane, Axe is going to get caught out here. starts his teleport, but canceled by the Ogre, and Dazzle's there as well. Axe throws out a call. They get the Dazzle. They're looking to go on the Ogre Magi now. Storm Spirit zipping around quite effectively. Stomp comes through as well. They're going to be able to pick this one up. Yes, they are. And so that's a double kill for Jipples. Nice play from him. And he's going to have his Orchid soon.
You know, that's a good play. If this Storm Spirit really starts, you know, coming online, that Orchid comes up, eventually that Bloodstone, they'll be able to snag the picks that they really need to come back for this game.
The only downside is Weaver now has a Lincoln, so... Oh, and Quap picks up her Orchid at the exact same time. I was going to say... The Storm Spirit's going to have to use his Electric Vortex while zipping, and then Orchid, It's going to be very tough to pull off, because if Weaver sees his Lincolns popped and is quick, he will go invis even after getting silenced and have that full movement speed. So it'll be tough for them to lock him down even then. The best bet they can have is if Axe gets a call on him, and they can break his Lincolns and then Orchid him. As I showed a little bit earlier, they took Roche. There was no contest at all coming out from Together We Did It.
You know, and Together We Did It's definitely not in a position to even try and contest. They made the right decision just staying away from that fight.
Yeah, just trying to get what farm they can and move on up. We'll have to gonna have to wait and see though how the rest of this is gonna go. Quap blinks forward aggressively. He's toast. Yeah, Dazzle actually cleaning up that one. Poor guy. PA is kind of in a rough place now though. Gonna get slowed up, stunned up as well. Not even gonna need to use the Scream. The Sonic Wave, just to Scream, and that's gonna be enough. And that's a lot of drawing from the Phantom Assassin. Looks like Together.
Not happy.
Yeah, Together We Did It is scribbling all over the map. Oh boy. Hopefully they're all right. Like I said, these guys are pretty solid. Giga though, like I say, Together We Did It's pretty solid. Giga is seems to be one step ahead in every situation. And
definitely playing a very strong game here. Is Giga a relative newcomer to the Weekly Cup?
This is the first time I've cast them. I don't know if they've been in games I just haven't cast before or not, but they seem to be playing very well. We get the defensive weave kind of for them. It's given them all plus right now. I want to say 13 armor, 14 armor, and it's going to be up for a moment or two yet. They'll probably back off after this. Maybe go wait on the high ground for it to come up next. Elder Titan throws out a Spirit, looking for his Stomp. Is he going to be able to find one? Ew. Oh, Axe blinks in, finds a call on the Queen of Pain. Orchid it up as well. Looking to go. They get the dunk. Or Splitter's going to go through and land on 2. Might be able to turn this. How much are they going to be able to get done? They have to be a little bit careful here. Weaver has a time lapse. Goes back to full health. Storm Spirit dropping low. Axe be able to blink away. Still gets hit by a few things. And they're also low. They got to get back. And in the meantime, though, Weaver... how do you say that? Karateka is going to be pushing in. They get the tier 3, and they're going to look to go on the melee racks as well. Storm Spirit's long zip in, breaks the Lincolns and gets the pull off. PA goes in as well. They're looking to kill. They need a crit. There it is. Now the Aegis is down, but Venomancer comes out with an ulti, and this is going to be PA having a sad day. She's going to get relocated out. Axe went in for the blink. Oh no, she didn't. Io and PA both go down. Stomp comes out from the Elder Titan. Axe is able to get himself out of there. But this is going to be a Rax down. And yeah, they're going to be able to get all of these lanes. The Venom wards are enough to clean it up even if they wanted to leave. But Bob's now pushing in the mid lane. He's rotating down. Just going to secure the retreat. Ogre throws one more Ignite just to say hello. And they promptly head out of there. Quap just blinked in. Going to get blink called. They're going to be able to find a pick off on the Quap. Dunk comes out from the Axe, so they get a little something there. I mean...
That's a big pick, but at this point, I think it's coming a little bit too late, especially after they lost the racks. Together We Did It's really going to have a rough time coming back from this lead.
Yeah, the deficit they're in right now, the experience isn't that much. It's about sitting probably around 750, 7,500, sorry. But the gold lead is where it's really bad. It's over 15,000. And, I mean, if we take a look at the net worth chart here, we see Weaver, Venomancer, Quap, and then Storm Spirit, PA. And it's not even a small margin. The Quap and the Storm are fairly even, but then after that, it's the Weaver to PA is a 5,000 gold lead, so that's a full large item. Fortunately, the PA. Well, I mean, now has the Battle Fury. Just needs the Perseverance, the Crow. Hey, they're using the Dak Crow, the genuine crane. Fun. I like that one.
You know, and the other thing that we have to look at as far as this this lead from from Giga goes is their level lead is pretty high. You know, Axe and Pierre are severely underleveled compared to the cores of Giga here.
Yeah. Oh. As I'm looking through the scrolls, we're going to see them look to go on the Axe. Sonic Wave is going to come out. Oh, they're not able to get him. Is he going to drop? No, he was not going to drop in the base. Unfortunately, the Poison Touch doesn't stun for until 3 seconds. So it's or it doesn't. It slows for 33%, then 66%, and then stuns for 1 second. We're gonna see a long zip from the Storm Spirit, looking to go on the Venomancer. He uses a stick, and he's gonna have to get himself out of there. Storm Spirit starts TPing out, and is gonna make it. Unfortunately, Ogre not able to get there, but they need a mobility item on that guy. Oh, they do get the Elder Titan though. Weaver's now got a Desolator, so.
With that Desolator, he's really decimating the other team. That armor reduction coming from that item is absolutely just wreaking havoc.
Would you almost say he's desolating them?
I think you could say that with pretty solid confidence, yeah.
That's so bad. We're never speaking of this again. But either way, that Lincoln's doing some work. They do manage to break it. Unfortunately, Sakuchi's out of range of the call. Jipples is doing a lot of work on the backline, but Axe is getting shredded by the Weaver. Jipples trying to get a pick off. He does manage to take down the Dazzle. I don't think he's going to be able to get himself out now, though. He's going to drop. A lot of damage coming out from the Weaver onto that one. Quap picking up the kill, though. And they should be able to chip down this tower. They've got the offensive weave still, about a quarter of its time yet. Once this creep wave shows up, they'll be able to do a lot of damage to this tower. The Desolator really helping with their push. Looks like the weave is going to wear off, but I'm not sure that they can go. Phantom Assassin only has a Battle Fury. You're going to throw a blink, or a dagger. Can blink onto the Weaver now, but I think it's too late. They cleared up the creep wave too quick, and Ogre Magi is just being too much of a man. Oh, and Wisp gets hit with 2 double casts and instantly drops. That's tough. Quap now has a BKB, can beat BKB out of the Orchid. It's not looking great for Together We Did It. They're not going to GG yet, though. Going to fight this one out. I mean, the throws, they can always happen. Oh, Dazzle gets crit. Oh, man! Goes down quickly to the PA, so gets a pick there. But doesn't really bother the Weaver too much.
Meanwhile, this tier 3 tower looks like it's going to fall here, especially with these Plague Wards all around.
Oh, Axe goes in. Storm Spirit follows him up. They get a kill on the Quap, so nice play there. First Splitter did land. Then they're going to go on the Venomancer. They're able to clean him up. So far, there's 3 of them dead. They're all up. Weaver, though, quickly cleans up the Elder Titan. Axe, who can go, misses the call, but doesn't go down. The Bug does finish him off, though. And I say the Bug, I mean the little Bug. Weaver buys back and time-lapses in. Looking to go. Ogre Magi still wandering around here. Gets another kill on the Wisp. So far, it's 3 dead for Together We Did It. Storm Spirit's going to zip away. Oh, the dagger finds Ogre Magi with a crit. And they lose their tower, but they defend. And they got a buyback out of the Weaver and almost killed him again. Waiting for the... Looks like there's not going to be a fight recap. Sometimes it just doesn't quite work like I would want it to. Like, it'll cancel out after 1 kill, but then there'll be like 3 more a minute later, and it's all broken up.
Yeah.
But if we look at the graph... Oh, there it is. It showed up really late for that one. That was a... Holy crap. 5,600 gold going in favor of Together We Did It, and then they got 7,800 experience for that as well. Buyback force on the Weaver. I mean, they lost their tier 3, but they did defend the racks, so if they can keep doing that, they have a lineup that can win against a lane of creeps. If they keep getting plays like that.
Oh yeah, that was some really strong team fight, and they're finally, doing some of the stuff they need to. I'm just worried that it's coming a little bit too late for Together We Did It, and with their bot racks down, that they're just going to be playing catch-up game for the rest of the game here.
Yeah, unfortunately, the score is 16-32 in favor of Giga. Oh, we see a Wisp relocate, and that's going on to the Axe, who looked to be going very aggressive. I'm not sure what he was doing out there. Unfortunately, PA doesn't land on the... They land on the hill, and they both go down. That's really not great. Not sure what they...
3-for-0 team fight on what looked to be a guaranteed pick-off for Together We Did It, and looks like they're just going to march right up the middle and snag the high ground here.
Weaver is pushing in the top lane as well, so if they break high ground, he could honestly have not bothered with the wave, just broke high ground with the mid lane creeps, and then, yeah, we're going to see it. They're going to just rotate into the top lane of racks, so they're doing the smart thing. Storm Spirit's going to zip in. They're looking to pick off this Dazzle, though, before he can grave anybody, and they do. Oh, that Earth Splitter lands on 2, does a lot of damage. They both wand up, though. Weaver's now here, and this melee Rax is going to fall very quickly. They don't have a PA. They don't have an Axe. They can't really go on this. Earth Splitter's already used. It's going to be another set of Rax, and their mid lane is getting pressured. Unfortunately, I think that those 3 pickoffs, the pickoff on the 3 was the final nail in the coffin. Blink call from Taku. He's going to go in. Wisp is there, helping them keep alive. They managed to get the Weaver. The Orchid was there from Dipples, and they're going to be able to push him out. So good pickoff there, but I'm a little bit concerned. There's not a lot stopping them from once the Weaver respawns, just going in again. Slowly.
You know, with this Axe IO combo, plus, you know, the Storm Spirit and potential Blink from Phantom Assassin, together we did it has a lot of pickoff potential, and when they're able to execute well, they absolutely wreck them. But at this point, it's 34 to 18, and I don't know if they're going to be able to have enough pickoffs, you know, to take this game away. Plus, we've seen Giga has been able to respond really well to attempted pickoffs, and has been able to turn the team fights around.
Yeah, and in about 30 seconds or so, we're going to see Roshan respawn. And at which point I think they're just going to go take Rosh, give it to Weaver, and then go sit him up on the high ground, have him chip away. They almost kill him. He's going to time-lapse, and then they're going to kill him, and he's going to pop his Aegis, and then by then time-lapse will be up again, as it is only a 40-second cooldown.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be their plan. Quap's probably going to check Roshan here with an illusion. Yeah. And the Crow goes through, but just sit an illusion in there and wait for it to respawn. Venomancer now picks up a Veil on top of an Ag Scepter, which we haven't talked a whole lot about Venomancer, but he got a lot of farm up in that safe lane, and the amount of damage coming out of him with his ulti is absolutely absurd. You add a Veil on top of that, it's going to be disgusting if he gets that off in a sustained team fight. The longer the fights go, the better it is for Giga. Oh. They're going to go for Rosh, it looks like. And unfortunately, I don't think Together We Did It are going to be able to contest.
Yeah, they're not in a position to do so.
They know what's going on. We might be able to see a fancy zip in from the Storm Spirit, but that's going to have to be a long ass zip. Let's see if he wants to go. Not too sure about it. They scout it with the Spirit, which is one of the very large advantages of having an Elder Titan. But not sure they're going to want to rotate through yet. I'm sure it is in the area, though. Gonna farm up a little bit here. They gotta get another Spirit in there pretty quick here. Hopefully get a good stomp. Oh, unfortunately, they're not able to get the Spirit in there in time. Don't go for the pick-off. They're gonna find the Venomancer, so they get a stomp on him. Elder Titan's gonna start TPing out, and he's gonna get himself out of there. I hear a Wisp relocate. Oh, no, a little bit of miscommunication. Phantom Assassin and the Wisp, they come in from quite a ways away. Wisp gets incinerated by the Scream of Pain, and PA's BKB is gonna be wearing off shortly. It is a 10-second BKB, though. Axio's in, gets a nice call on 2, getting some helixes, unfortunately not doing enough damage. He's just slowly dying. Blade Mail not doing enough there, and they lose 3 for that. Axe is going to buy back. Storm Spirit's going to be able to zip away. Phantom Assassin's going to get caught. Unfortunately, can't get in range to blink to Axe. Axio's in, calls again. This is going to possibly be a dieback for him. He gets a chop on the Queen of Pain, so they've got 1 down. PA has also bought back. Axe does drop to the Weaver, though. PA blinks in, looking for a crit. Shallow Grave comes out onto the Dazzle. Axe isn't there to call him. Storm Spirit also buys back. PA fighting for everything she can get. Unfortunately, unable to. They're going to get the Venomancer. Weaver's also quite low. Storm Spirit's going to be able to TP out. No, he's not. The multicasts are there. That's going to be a GG well played coming up from Together We Did It. Oh, one more splitter.
And there we go. And, you know, Together We Did It. They had a solid lineup, and they demonstrated, you know, gank potential. I just think they got off to a really rough start, and Giga was just able to run away with that game and snowball their way to victory.
The relocate onto the top rune was where they lost the Axe, the Phantom Assassin, and the IO was pretty devastating. And then the little bit of miscommunication in the jungle. If they had all just ran away, I think it would have been fine. They probably would have been able to make a hold, but instead they ended up losing the PA and the Wisp after the Elder Titan on a long retreat. But that is a good game, well played from Giga. I don't know why it's showing up as a different team, but here they are. I am, of course, Wolf Dota. This was the Dota 2 Canada Weekly Cup. I believe I'll be back for 1 or 2 more games, and we'll look to see you guys then.
Yep, we want to thank everyone for watching, and we also want to give a shout out to our sponsors this week, xfire.com. See you guys next time.
They're doing a lot for the tournament, as well as the sponsoring the prize pool, as well as putting up the tournament website. So shout out to them. But enjoy the tunes and carry on.